All right, guys, let's get started. So we have several things on the agenda today that are pretty important. We're covering one of the hardest topics today, but we should be able to understand it easily, I think. It's an important, it seems tough, right? But I think it should be good. So we'll cover that. That's entropy and cross entropy. So if you remember entropy from information theory, right? Um, Claude Shannon and everything. So that's where that's coming from. And that actually is used even in our loss functions. So very interesting. So that's kind of the main topic for today. You can see it's in, I remind you, you should be reading this, right? This blog post thing that I provided. Make sure you're reading through it. We are kind of at this stage today, which is this one. I'm going to essentially go through these three separate Jupyter notebooks, and we're gonna, talk about them and how they work. Okay, and then that leads into some of this theory, which seems like very scary and inaccessible, but you'll see it's actually pretty straightforward if you understand this whole concept from entropy. Okay, flipping a coin essentially, right? Before we do that, though. I spoke with the Scholar IT people. They told me that they had made some improvements to it, so maybe you guys can log into it now. And they asked me for you guys to try to log in. So remember, you need for the next homework assignment, which by the way I will talk about today, you will need GPUs. You won't be able to solve this without GPUs. So I think we've done Colab already. At some point, I might do the Kaggle version of that and also demo that one. And obviously, we want to have Scholar working. So I want to see if you guys can log in. I think we've tried this before, and some of you had issues. So essentially, let's go to the table of contents on Brightspace. And please go to GPU Scholar, this module here. And here, if you click on links, I provided one link here. So you should click on this one, I believe. Yeah, and see if you can, well, copy it maybe. And see if you guys can log in, if it gives you access. Or if not, please just raise your hand and show me the error. And I need to report this back. We've never had these problems before, but this semester for some reason. So you should get to this. Raise your hand if you got to this. And then try to log in, please. So I'm gonna try to log in myself. Let me stop the recording here so I can log in.